What's up, guys? I think we are live. Can you hear me on your end, Urza?
Yes, sir. I can hear you. Ah, there we go.
Uh, okay, I need to verify this if this is working right. I don't have the chat room on it for some reason. Mm, well, let's see.
I think it's working. There's people.
There is.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is. Okay, I see somebody writing on the chat room. Okay.
And
Um, What's up, Warriors? Welcome to Astrom Cross, the podcast. My name is Kai. I am here with my friend Ursa. Say
hello,
us.
guys.
um, we will be here. This is our second stream, but for some reason unknown, the
Yes.
first
Stream 1.2.
podcast didn't work quite as we wanted to. So uh, we will start again with what we want for this podcast to be. Yeah, let me say hi to Dark Voider here. Hi, Dark Voider.
Hello, Dark Voider.
Um, at some point, we will open our channels for Discord. If you people want to join, you are welcome. You just have to be on the HTCJ community, and we will open the channels for you guys. If you want to say anything, you're welcome.
Yeah, we're still in trial and error steps.
I'm sorry, what?
We're still in trial and error for the moment.
All right. um. Anyway, let's begin with who we are and what do we want from this podcast. Um. Like I was saying, my name is Kai. I've been playing card games since 1999. So that is a long time. And it means that I have a lot of knowledge. I start on the Magic the Gathering, but since 99 I play many card games. Um, Yu-Gi-Oh is one of the most uh, popular ones. Um, I have played three different versions of Dragon Ball.
Yeah, sounds
Um,
about.
Naruto. I haven't played the new one, the Chrono Clash, but I have played the old one. Bleach, Yu-Gi-Oh. Again, oh sorry. Um, Duel
To Yu-Gi-Oh.
Masters. What else? Force of Will, Final Fantasy,
White Schwartz.
Wave Wars. Yes. Many card games from Bushi Road, Vanguard. Uh,
Uno.
what? Well, yeah, it's a
H10.
card game. Yeah. So yeah. um, yeah, but many card games, and I have some knowledge on different mechanics, how they work, how game works, whether they are fun or not. I guess that depends on person to person. But anyway, that is my intro. Now, Ursa.
Hi, guys. My name's Urza. Been playing for a long time. Probably played every single card game on the planet. They're not all fun. Some are not. Magic. Like you said, Dragon Ball, Yu Yu Hakusho, 90% of anime games, Sailor Moon,
Yeah, that Yu Yu Hakusho is an odd one.
Vanguard, Kaijudo, Duel Masters, Flame of the Five Rings. Yeah, yeah, again, you name it, I probably played it, and I hated it at some point. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say. Yeah, I've been trying to get to play the the legacy card games because I haven't played any of those.
Actually, me neither. And that's I play many TCGs and many CCGs, but LCGs, I don't think I play any. I've seen some, like um, the Resident Evil one, which I think is the most popular one. But other than that, I don't know. I
There's a
haven't
Dark
played any.
Souls. There's just a Dark Souls one that's like extremely expensive because it's super rare to find. Apparently, it's really good, really, 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 really good. And a Bloodborne one, I believe,
All
also
right,
really good.
all
Oh,
right.
enough about that.
What do we want for this channel? Well, first of all, this channel was created for us to talk about cards. You know, we are longtime fan about cards. We will talk anything that is related to cards, animes, story, movies, manga. If it has a card game on it, we will talk about it, or we might talk about it. Um,
We'll
we
try.
we will have Q&As here. So if you have any question you have about a specific card game, we can always search for an answer, and maybe we can answer at the moment, or we will answer on the next podcast. So if you Neopets, if you have played Neopets.
Yep, I've played with it. I think I still have the deck somewhere around here too. I also have that um Maple Story. I also have a deck somewhere around here.
Oh, seriously.
Yeah, so yeah, again, like
um,
yeah, but I
what
guess I
about
never
My
played.
Little Pony? Have you played My Little Pony?
You know, because that's like that came out too. Like I was done with card games at that point for now. So yeah, no, My Little Pony. I played the Transformers game, which is the newest one.
All right. I mean, I don't. Transformer for me. Okay, I don't know if it is every card or every deck, but what's the deal with the big cards? You know, every deck needs to have one of those big cards. You know, I don't play Transformer. I haven't played it. I would like to play it maybe at some point, but you know that big card for me is like, eh.
I mean, it had to be different.
Yeah, I know, I understand. You know, yeah, create something different to call the attention. You know.
Yeah, I mean, it's also Bandai, so
Um. Anyway, like I say, you know, we will have Q&A. So if you guys have like a question or something you want us to answer on a specific game or a game mechanic or how this works, we will either respond at the moment or we will search for it and we will answer it on the next podcast. We can do reviews here. If you guys want us to review a specific card or a card game, we are open to do so. Um, Spoilers, if you have a coming card game and you want us to do spoilers, we can always put the spoilers on the screen. Everybody will see it, and you know everybody will share their opinion of if they like, they don't like, or whatever they want. Um, Previews. We will do some previews about some upcoming card games that is it might be related to the HTCU community, but some might not. You know, like new previews for a new car set coming off for Magic the Gathering, or because we're big fans from Magic the Gathering. Um, so yeah, we will do some previews, some of them related to the HTCG community, if somebody wants us to do so, and some of them related to other card games. And like I say, everything that is HTCG related, we will talk about it here.
Yes, yes, yes.
Uh, I'm sorry, interrupt me at any time if you want to, because I see
Oh, no,
Avenger Time
Adventure Time
Card
Card
Wars.
Wars.
Okay, I
Yeah, I
don't
never
know
played
about
it.
that one.
It's, it sounded like a mobile card game, but no, I never played this one.
Yeah, I might have to research it because I might seen it, but I haven't. I don't think I play it.
Oh no, I never even heard of it.
Avengers.
I know what Adventure Time is because I watched the show,
Yeah,
but I didn't know it had a card game.
maybe I don't know. Maybe something from for ah. There is a card game, and it's
So I
physical.
can actually. Oh, oh wow, I heard color me
uh,
confused.
yeah, you can buy it on Amazon for 12.69. I think this is a dex. This is a deck.
I guess I
Finn versus Jake. Yeah,
need to buy a starter deck.
yeah. I guess we can. Is
We can't trust the game if you never ever played it. You know,
yeah, I know. I mean,
if the game's good or no.
now the other day I was playing some, like 2 days ago. I was playing a game that they say they have inspiration from Light Seekers, and and
Oh, that's cool.
it was pretty good. It is from the HTCU community. I mean, the art is how you call this, like cartoonish,
Yeah.
but the actual, the game was, it was good. It was actually fun. So let me see if I can find the name here. I don't think he wrote the name. If you are hearing and Cool Kid or Mew for Yellow Gang, if you guys are hearing, and you want to post the card game's name,
Get to know the game.
yeah, I really can't remember the name right now. I'm trying to go through to check if I can see
So what
but
what you're saying is the name of the game right now. It's the name of the game.
really.
Just saying.
But anyway, I will have the name maybe for the next podcast, if they don't, if I can find it by the end of this podcast. Um. So, anyways, uh, it's
Oh,
watered down. I hear it's like watered down.
Magic.
Oh, the Avenger, the
The Adventure Time card game. It sounds interesting if it's a watered down Magic.
well, many games are like watered down Magic. Dual
Yeah.
Masters. How you call Dungeons?
Yep.
No, it wasn't Dungeons and Dragons. It was.
But I feel what Keep on Nipple saying is that it kind of plays like Magic. It just like it doesn't have as many things as Magic.
Oh, okay, okay.
Because I mean, Dual Master's only watered down Magic because it has mana and you play stuff paying.
Ah, well,
Other than that,
it was a
there's
copy.
I mean, Magic doesn't have shield breaks or
All
double
right, yeah,
breakers and
yeah. Okay, okay, okay. Fine. I
or
can.
block or blockers. It had that mechanic either. I mean, it was similar, but it was different at the same time. Like similar enough for people who knew how to play Magic to go in and play Duel Masters, but different enough that if somebody went to pick Duel Masters or picking Magic, they could still do that.
All right, you're right on that one. They change too much things to be called.
Yeah, like
A,
the same time they didn't change enough and we would have called it just a magic ripoff with anime pictures instead of Western art. So they would have been too similar. It would have flunked, even though it did flunk,
Well,
at least in the US.
it was fun.
Oh, it was fun, but I mean, was it better than Yu-Gi-Oh? Yeah. Was it more popular than
Hey,
Yu-Gi-Oh?
if you're hearing this and you're a Yu-Gi-Oh fan, I'm sorry by his comment.
I thought it was better than Yu-Gi-Oh. I didn't say Yu-Gi-Oh sucked.
Okay.
I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh is still fun-ish sometimes.
Well,
If
Yu-Gi-Oh is no longer fun.
if you don't get OTK'd or FTK'd, or
Yeah, right now
it's probably
Yu-Gi-Oh
still,
is one or two turns and that's it. You play 2 minutes.
it's a hard equilibrium in the games too, like because you want to make a game that lasts maybe 10 to 15 minutes so people have fun playing it, but you don't want a card game that drags too long and then nobody wants to play it.
Well, I don't know about 15. My limit is 30 minutes.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but you don't want a game that lasts more than 30 minutes.
Nah, I mean 30 minutes.
At,
I mean an hour. That's too much.
yeah,
If
at that point you're not
if I want
interested
to
in the
play
game anymore.
something for an hour, I play D&D.
True. Well, I mean, you can also play Commander. Commander games are like, if
Oh,
not non-competitive Commander, it's like an
well,
hour-long game.
if but yeah, the difference is Commander is fun, and
Yeah, that's what I was about to
you're
ask.
not just one. You're not just two people playing it. It's like you have many people's playing.
Yeah, it's more politicking and
Yeah,
more flair into the game. Yeah, yes, agreed.
and you have to how you said this. Sometimes you have to work with your opponent. Oh no, I will help
Yes,
you this time. So you know, and then
the
your
politics.
opponent betrays you, and you get mad. So yeah, it's fun. Yeah, that's how I see Commander.
Yeah,
Commander is fun.
yeah, Commander's fun. But
Uh,
again, you don't want a game to last too long because people lose interest. Like, if you want something that lasts 30 minutes or less, especially if you are appealing to kids because you want them to use them on their lunch break. So
yes.
they bring the card to school and play on their lunch break. You have an hour, maybe less than that. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Um. Anyways, I got a few teams for today. Um. On our first broadcast, which you cannot hear anymore, um, because of some issues. We talk about some game mechanics, so we will touch base with those again, but we will touch base in a different. Um, uh,
Prep
yes. Um, okay. So we will talk today about rules, and specifically,
how to
um,
break them.
no.
We're not talking about breaking the rules. So, okay.
We will talk about uh, since we're talking here about the community. I have seen many games that are just focusing on creating cards, and you ask them about the rules, and they don't have any, or they are a ripoff of a game that already exists. So today we are gonna talk about rules, specifically game mechanics. How important are they? And before you even start creating a card for a game that doesn't exist, because basically the rules is what makes the game.
Yeah, it's the meat of the card game itself.
I
If you
mean,
have
you can create
a really
art all you want and the template, but you need the
yeah,
rules.
you can have a really good looking card game that is zero fun.
Yeah, that is sucks.
But yeah, or you can have a game that just looks horrible, but it's lots of fun.
And we have many games like that.
Yeah. I mean, not everybody can commission a couple of $1 million for artists to do art. So,
Yeah, I mean, like I was playing, the one that I was playing that I'm still searching for it. um, it was
Okay.
cartoonish, and if you see many of the art, they look they look good. I mean, they look like how you say this? They don't look on an expert level, but they if it is a knife, you can see the knife. Sometimes you see a stick. So
Okay.
so yeah, um, but the gameplay, was fun.
Yeah, it was an actual fun game.
Yes,
Good, good, good. I mean, if you could remember the name of the game, it would help a lot.
I know. I am right now. I am texting them
Oh,
to see if
uh,
if some of them are awake, so I can get their name on the podcast.
okay. Well, since you're asking or looking for it, talk about a few random mechanics.
All right, no problem. Um,
Oh yeah, go ahead.
okay. First of all, you've been playing games for a long time. I mean, we've been playing games for a long time.
Yeah.
So, so what do you think a game should have to, to create a good game?
So it should have an accessible goal. Like the first thing a game should have is like you should know what the main goal of the game is. Like if you just playing for the sake of playing with nowhere to go, makes the game flat. So like you don't there's no reason for it. You need like life totals, a purpose. If you're gonna fight somebody, the way to defeat them, that route has to be there. You want to not only have one straightforward way of ending a match, you want to have multiple ways to end a match. It's just again like the basic problem Duel Master had. The only way of winning was attacking. Was not no other way because once you decked out, you reshuffle the deck. A lot of games had that problem. Where you only has one straight line. It's not a bad thing, but it's not a great thing either. I think Naruto had that problem as well. Actually, a
No,
lot of
no,
card
it
games have.
doesn't.
Yeah,
Naruto did it.
you could only win the match if you had 10 battle
N-
rewards.
No, Naruto has meal.
What was that?
Yeah, Naruto has milling.
Meal too. I
Yeah,
never saw a game in the meal, anyways.
yeah, Itachi. I mean,
Yeah,
that's the only milling deck that I actually found that is important. But yeah, Itachi has a milling deck.
yeah. That's probably the main thing is like have a purpose for us to fight each other. Okay. As long as you know what you want to do, after that you can just build the mechanics around it. Like if you're life based, damage based.
Yeah, it is. It is true for me. And that's one of the reasons I changed my game. And I'm sorry, I'm bringing it because in my game I used to have it used to be very very fast. But the thing was that once your deck out, you reshuffle the deck and you just take one damage. But you reshuffle the deck and keep
Yeah,
playing, and that's why I decided to change it. Yeah, it is a little bit slower now, but it works with milling and it works with damage. So you have more ways to win a game. Um.
okay.
Anyways. So
Yeah,
we
go
I
ahead.
want to say something here that for new content, I mean, for new game creator or game designers, it might sound like a repetitive, like kind of repetitive, but all the games will always have rules that look the same. I mean, unless you create a card game that you start with all the cards in your hand,
Well,
you will
follows,
always have a
follows,
drawing phase.
it follows that you can only reinvent the wheel so many times.
Yes.
There's so many things you can change before you get to that point where like, oh, we gotta do this the same way.
Oh yeah. The game is called Combo Masters. I'm sorry, I interrupt you there, but I gotta say
Yeah,
it before.
I'm just saying, combo master. That's not even that hard to forget to remember.
Yo, you know how many games are here?
Yeah, but I've never heard of a card game called Combo Masters.
Well, no, it
I heard,
is no, they are on development and they are creating this
no,
game.
yeah, but I'm saying like, there's no public game with the word combo on them.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, they are not? Are
I
you being
don't think so.
sarcastic?
No, no, I'm not being sarcastic. I'm just saying like, I mean, never mind. You don't. Never mind. At least you remembered it.
Oh no, I didn't remember it. And they
Oh, they
just
told you. Okay.
yeah, they just told me on the
Oh, they finally messaged you.
yeah.
But yeah, again,
Uh
like Kog just said, most creators like they just focus on making the pretty cards, but it's also because a lot of like the consumer eats with their eyes. Like if the thing looks nice, they might purchase it without thinking twice about it.
yeah.
So you're attacking that first line, like, oh yeah, it looks really good. I might just buy it, and hopefully it's as good as it looks. And
Well,
that's when it
and
fails.
I want to make like a pause here because I want to talk a little bit about this game. Uh, the for what I know, the game is created by three guys. Those three guys are is a collab game, and they are the three of them are in the HTCU community. Um, I make some points, with the gameplay, but either way, it's like on you start with 35 lives, and the idea of the game is to play six cards on on on, on the field, and you create combos that way. You can put three um, attacks on the same turn, but once you have six, you have to activate a combo, and then the effects of those cards activate, and that's the way you deal damage. You have to wait until you create the combo to deal the damage. Um, it is good. You have I made 16 damage in one combo, so that's half of your life. The game is fast. The game is fun, and and uh, and right now the art is pretty cool. For what the game is, the art is pretty cool. So I suggest you guys try this game, and it's something different where you don't have these creatures attacking each other, dealing damage. It's just, yes, you have creatures, but they stack in a combo to do damage. And and the game is pretty fun. So I suggest you guys try it, give them a chance, because the game is pretty fun, and they give some thoughts on into this game.
Sounds interesting. Sounds like you have to build a contraption, and then the contraption move.
Yes.
I mean,
Okay, what's
something unique.
happening on this chat room?
I mean, I'm trying to figure out what main Iga is, but I think I figured it out now.
Who?
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah, confuse you for a second. And yeah, Skynet's always watching us.
oh yeah, Cox of War is the overlord, I will say right now. Yeah, he's the overlord right now on the HTCG community, or the old one retract from that position. So we got a new president.
Oh,
um, and he is our the overlord right now in the HTCG community.
nice.
Um. Anyway, continuing with the theme, like we were saying, don't be afraid of taking from other games. Just try to not steal the whole thing. Yes, you can steal an idea from this game, but you have to create it your own. You will always
I
have
mean,
draw in a card game.
I said they can literally steal the whole game at one point, and the more they play it, the more they make it their own. The more they can take off and put something different.
Yeah.
I think you just sit down and like take your old cards from one card game that you like, and then you start sticking your pictures on it. For example, you start playing with somebody, trying to figure out how to change something so you can make it your own.
um,
Okay.
yeah.
But yeah,
Anyways, um, so like I was saying, for me, car rules are very important. So you have to like figure out what you want before you even start creating a deck or a card game, and people ask you about it and you just, oh, it's like Magic. So did you create a card game or did you make a fan card for Magic the Gathering? Because it's not the same.
okay. That's a good question. What's the difference between stealing mechanics and borrowing the mechanic? Oh, let's see if I can give you a magic example. Yeah, like you know how in Naruto, when you growth a character, you used to put a +1/+1 counter on it
Yes.
to make it growth. That's a mechanic that Magic had for a while to put 1/1 counters on creatures. Like it's not exactly the same mechanic, but it's similar enough. Like they didn't really stole the mechanic as much as they borrowed something from it to make it their own unique mechanic. Like if we would have stole the mechanic, then all the 1/1 counters would have been now like putting a 1/1 counter on a creature would be a stolen mechanic. But giving it your own unique twist, like
Wait,
say like, oh yeah, this game had it first.
uh,
So I'm gonna answer to Bro's question.
no, no, and you're right, but I gotta, let me ask something. It says an error here that we are not receiving enough mainstream. I don't know if they are getting everything right. YouTube is okay. Let me lower the beats here.
Okay.
The beat stream. Well, okay, that should be good. All right. Now, yeah, continue with that question. There are some mechanics that you won't be able to change. One of those
Yeah, like
mechanics
for
is
example,
flying.
I was just say yeah, flying, for example. You can you can change the mechanic, but you can also not steal the mechanic because flying is something that it's natural. Like
Yeah.
if something's hovering on top of you, it's flying. So it just represents that you're in a different plane compared to like people, the creatures that cannot fly. But yeah, it's like I mean,
Well, and
um,
and I believe it was on Bros podcast. I was hearing it the other day, and they were talking about hey about flying. Yeah, about flying mechanic. Is somebody in the podcast somebody in the community start making fun of another guy because they were how you say this because he adopt the flying mechanic, and it's like, okay, that's, that's a mechanic. You cannot say anything about it. What other name you can put on it?
Exactly, yeah.
But if you talk about haste, even though there are card games with haste, there are other card games that say haste for the haste ability. And
Yeah,
but yeah, you can have rush, you can have quickness, swiftness. There's many
Dash.
dash. Yeah, you have many names that you can use in that case. But still, the haste ability itself is used on other card games, not just on Magic.
Yeah,
It's
like I mean, Magic just takes the credit because it was the oldest card game to have all these mechanics, but some of these mechanics are just natural. Like somebody who can hit you before you hit them, yeah, first strike.
yes.
But
And first strike is used also by force of will, but
mhm,
it's the mechanic is a little bit different, but still you can use it. In force of will, a magic you can is whether you attack or defend. If you have first strike, you will always hit first, and in
yeah,
force of will is only when you attack.
yeah.
So
That's their take on first strike, which makes sense too. Because if you're defending, you're expecting them to hit you first. So it would
yeah.
make no sense for a first striker to hit before they attack.
No, but what I meant is that even card games that are popular and are published now use the same name for kind of the same mechanic, and it's still, it is correct, so you can use it. Just don't steal the whole thing. It's not like you
Yeah,
can create another Magic the Gathering and get away with it.
yeah. A lot of games try to just steal the mechanics from Magic, and even though Magic is sound, it's like a sound game. Everything's, I want to say balanced, but not really super balanced. If you take everything from Magic, what's gonna make people go like, "Oh, we're gonna buy your game," or "We're gonna go buy Magic"? You already have like 50 something expansions out. It's been on for 20 something years compared to I'm gonna buy this game that came out last week and it's exactly Magic. That's that probably the biggest problem. And the copyright, and you're gonna get like proudly served with a cease and desist.
Yeah, that's coming. You will get that. Well, actually, I think Artifact did and get away with it. It
Well,
died, but it get
yeah,
away
but
with it.
wasn't Artifact made by Richard Garfield?
Yeah, but he wasn't part of Magic the Gathering when he creates
Yeah,
Artifact.
but he's the creator of Magic. Like Magic's still his intellectual property.
Oh yeah, it makes sense. Yeah,
So yeah, I mean,
it's like, hey, I did this. I can do whatever I want with it.
yeah, it's like he might not invented all the rules that went into Magic, like all the new rules, but he invented the base of you gotta pay mana to play creatures. You have 20 life. You gotta die if you take 20 damage. If your deck runs out of cards, you're dead. You can only play one land a turn. Like that. That's all him.
Yeah. Um. Okay. You were saying today that you find an article online. We were talking
But
before we started the podcast, and you mind
card
to
games that
talk
are.
about it?
I mean, I don't think the card games are that popular for us to talk about it though.
Actually, at least
Except for
one of
Keyforge.
them is.
Oh yeah, I always on articles we're talking about games that are maybe fading out or about to disappear,
About to
and
die, to be specifically.
they were talking about Keyforge, Final Fantasy, Opus. I forgot the other word.
uh,
Magnus Opus.
let's take it easy here. Keyforge is understandable. I
Oh,
mean, I don't
I
know
mean, we
if
had a
any guy
podcast.
here can have played Keyforge, or if any guy here is a fan of Keyforge. But let's be honest, Keyforge is crap.
See, after I read the article, the more I thought about Keyforge, the more I realized that it should have not been a card game that you sold. It should have been a tournament only card game. Like that you go to a tournament and they're like, all right, $20 to go in. Here's your deck. Good luck. Because nobody knows what you're playing. And all the
Uh,
decks are
yeah, actually, that makes sense.
like
But then
that's
again, what will you do? Well, it's your card game. Yeah, you will take the deck home, but
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, you take the deck home, and after that, yeah, you can play with your friends with that deck. Because you're not at that point, you're not trying to find the most meta deck ever. You're not trying to find the Four Horsemen
yeah,
or some of the other cards. Like at this, you have a deck you can play with your friends with. But if you would have done that way, instead of just selling the like, oh yeah, you can buy a deck everywhere, and the deck list is right in front of the deck, and now you can just search for the best cards. The more you open decks, the more you know what you want. And that
uh,
was kind of the down, just just not being able to manipulate the deck.
yeah.
It was always,
That's the whole thing. That's my point on the hand. Keyforge is understandable.
but that should have that was what they thought was gonna be the good thing about the game, since you didn't have to go and drop like $600 on
Oh,
fetch
but
land.
that's the thing. You drop $600 looking for the horsemen.
Yeah, so I'm saying like what they thought was gonna be the beneficial part, which was like, oh yeah, all decks are uniquely generated and no quote unquote two decks are alike and all this other stuff,
Yeah, but
kind of overshadowed by like some decks are generated too powerful, and
yeah,
then you have decks that are complete garbage. So you're not really like there's no balance at all either.
yeah, and that's
For
the
as
whole problem.
for,
I mean,
yeah, for as much as we talk about balance and equality, it was not much balance and equality.
the game, I can't say it's fun because honestly, I know how to play the game, but I haven't played the game.
I I played Keyforge a couple of times, and Keyforge is fun. It's actually a fun game. It has like an interesting way to play the cards, and it kind of feels like Magic. Like even though you have no mana, it still feels like Magic, like a mix of Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh. But at the same time, like if you drop a bomb and the opponent cannot respond to that bomb, the game is over.
Yeah, I mean, for me, the thing with Keyforge is the deck. I like deck building. That's why I play TCGs. Keyforge is taking
Yeah,
that away from me. So you're
yeah,
taking that away
yeah.
from me, I won't play your game.
It takes it takes your creativity. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Because like I love jank. I'm not gonna deny it. Every card game I play, I try to do the jankiest thing possible. So Keyforge just doesn't
Yeah.
let me do that.
Like searching somebody over there last night, which he couldn't beat me at his game, so he created a game with all these broken cards. So he could just beat me. And he barely did with one life left, but he did. I had to be honest.
I don't even I don't even want to know this. I,
Well, that's for you, Sin Mango Oversoul.
oh,
But
uh,
anyway, um, the other one you say is Final Fantasy.
yeah, that one I haven't played, but I've seen the cards.
Okay, I seen the cards and I play the game. The game is Okay, the idea, the concept of the game, I do understand it. You discard cards for mana, and then you use those mana to play big creatures. And even a low creature can be this can destroy a big creature. So I do understand how they want to balance, like the
Yeah,
game.
some aggressive decks against some slower decks.
But that's the thing that you don't have like a slower deck itself. It's like, okay, you have a 9 cost in your hand. Well, you just discard cards from your hand, which cost sum nines, add to 9. So now you can play your 9 cost. And yeah, you have now a big creature in play. But then your opponent can play 3 small creatures that add to 9. I mean, he discards cards from his hand, and you know, that's his mana. And then
Yeah,
he can play creatures, but then he's going. It's like, okay, one of those creatures destroy one for 4 cost. You just lose 9 mana.
yeah.
You
Okay.
get
I mean, yeah.
the game is balanced in a way that even the big creatures, they can be easily
Yeah,
destroyed.
so there's no bombs really. Like there's nothing that's gonna
Yeah,
if you see something down, you're not gonna lose the game just because that's down.
yeah, but
Okay,
the game
pretty fair.
itself is like the cars have no appealing whatsoever. It's a blank background with the character in the front. That's it.
I mean, they're banking on their name. They're banking on the Final Fantasy name.
And oh yeah, well yeah, and well,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, there's some cards that do have a background. They have
Oh,
the image and a screenshot from the game. And they
that.
put
I
the
mean, again,
screenshot in the pic in the card.
they're banking on the Final Fantasy franchise, so it makes sense that they go the cheapest way possible. A deck building games, Brosync. I
Uh,
actually like the games.
well, actually, what does it mean by deck building games? Because
You never you
to
never play a
me,
deck.
deck building games, Magic is a deck building game.
Yeah, that's not a deck building game. It's talking like games
Okay,
like Dominion,
LCG.
you know. Kinda, yeah. You could say LCG.
All right, an LCG. Like you build a game for everyone, a deck for everyone to play.
Yeah, like it's you have a certain amount of cards, and the whole idea is to construct a deck. I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. It's like you have a certain you don't buy random booster packs. Like you already have all the cards on the box. Like, yeah, it'd be like a legacy card game. I mean, they sell expansion packs for them and whatnots, but
All right, so that will be like because they're trying to explain it on the chat room, but I'm done for this. I'm done for these things.
you never played on Dominion. I think it's like one of the more popular ones.
Oh, okay, okay.
Ascension, I think
Now
is
I
another.
get it. Yeah.
The last one I played was Star Realms. Actually, Star Realms was pretty cool. And like I love them, but I'm really bad at explaining them.
um, I will.
I mean, also
I will.
they're also not like the regular card games. They take a while to like.
Um, I will ask. Do you want to jump in, bros? Because I really don't know what is, and this guy cannot explain. So I can open the chat room, the
Oh yeah,
the
just
the
there.
the Discord chat for you guys for you to talk. You okay? Let me see. You build the. Deck
Sounds.
building requires you to build a deck as you play. You buy stuff from the shop and construct the deck while you're playing. Ah, your graveyard gets stuff and start over. I don't think I have played any. I know about Dominion.
Yeah, I mean, you can play. You can actually, I think you can download Dominion on your phone or Ascension, one or the other.
All right, I'll take a look at it because I don't think I have played any of them. Um, well,
See, I have
uh
no God no. I
um,
have I don't know if it counts for it, but it's similar. The Uncharted tabletop game, I believe, was kind of like that. Like you had to purchase cards to get your weapons and all other stuff.
all right, let me.
But yeah,
I
like Dark says, it does keep the game like it keeps it as balanced as possible.
all right. I just opened the chat room here
Okay.
on Discord. So if you guys want to jump in, you can go to the TCG chat too, and there is podcast guest, and you can just jump in.
Yeah, I mean, again, even though I like him, I would not go out of my way to play them.
All right. Yeah, well, I have to try it. I don't think I've ever played a deck building game, so I will have to try one to to criticize.
Yeah, I mean, again, they're fun, but I would not go out of my way for it. um, huh, gonna blank that.
Uh,
Hey Kai, can you put a link on the chat
yes. For what?
for the um? Ah, shoot, I forgot the
HTCU
Discord.
community.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me look for it here.
No, it's not there. Hmm. But well, yeah.
Well, anyway, the third one
Oops.
that he just talked about that is almost dying,
Oh yeah, Dragon Ball Super.
Dragon Ball Super, and that for me is bunkers. I wouldn't believe that game, will be on that list.
I mean, considering the Dragon Ball Super, it's on a hiatus right now, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think the animation has come back up. No, the manga's still going, and they're like on the third or fourth
Garbage.
arc. But with no anime going, like popularity kind of dwindles. So the people that play the game are just the same people that were playing from the get go. There's like no influx of new players.
All right. Yes, I hear you, bros. Oh, he's gone.
Oh,
uh, okay, I'm looking at the. I can't find the.
I mean, keep people hit it. That's the public voice chat in the Discord.
Say what?
I'm gonna keep on people hit it. It's like the public voice chat.
Oh no, yeah, yeah. Is the public voice chat is in the server? Yes, yes, it is in the server.
No, no, yeah, he was telling
Silence,
Dark Voider
trees! I speak for the
how to
trees!
get to the Discord.
there is bros.
Alright.
The trees speak! Hey, what's up?
What's up, dude? Bro? Yeah, he's very noisy in his podcast too.
Yeah, thank
Whoa,
God we moved
whoa.
out before we got noise complaints.
um. Anyway, if you want to explain, I really don't understand what the heck is.
You've never played a deck building game?
No, never. I
So
play
the
many
basic
games.
point, you played many games.
Yeah, but never. Never. I mean, maybe I have, but not. Not that I know of.
I mean, the main point is that everybody has the same goal, but everybody is working to do it
See, what's
faster
the
than everybody
game?
else. So it depends on like what deck building game that you build. I think deck building is, personally speaking, I think it's monopolized by one
Blood Bowl is
brand
considered a
that
deck
specifically
building game?
keeps making the same game, but they take new themes. So they go, oh, let's make the game Marvel. Oh, let's make the game Naruto. They just keep doing it over and over with different themes. And the main idea is that there's this deck in the middle where a villain or something is flipped over in the middle, and everybody at the table is supposed to fight that villain and destroy that villain before they do something to the board,
Huh,
right? And everybody has a deck of cards that they've been randomly distributed, and from there, they're earning points to buy from
okay.
a board of cards that's laid out in front of everybody.
All
And on
right.
the beginning of your turn, you can buy a certain amount of cards from that board
Alright,
and
he
put
gives you
them
like a
into
good
your
explanation
graveyard.
because
And the new cards from the deck will replace that. And so you can choose what cards, based on the situation, you feel like would be good to go into your deck. And from there, once you deck out, you
well,
can
as
then
we continue
shuffle all
to
the cards that you
to
just
wait for
bought. You
the
could
deck
shuffle
building
back into your deck,
explanation.
No,
and the
he's
deck
explaining
starts.
it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
that's
Oh
Keep
yeah, yeah.
going.
I'm not.
Uh,
no,
uh,
it's okay.
Oh, you good?
That's the main
I'm not on
idea.
the Discord right
Like
now,
if you're
so.
playing the Marvel expansion, there's like, oh, every
Oh,
turn the villain
Blood
moves
Bowl
a space
card game.
towards the city, and when they hit the city, their passive activates and it does something to everybody on the board.
Oh,
And your goal is to stop like that villain from getting
oh,
to the
that's why that's
city
so
before it
expensive.
destroys the city or whatever. And every time the villain gets to the city, a mastermind card would be flipped
Okay.
over, and uh, and like if certain amount of mastermind or villain plans are flipped over, then everybody loses the game.
all right. So let me ask you this: the Resident
They
Evil
mainly all play the same
LCG,
way.
the Resident Evil LCG game, is that a deck building game?
All right, so explain LCG real quick.
Is you have all the cards you need inside a box, but yeah, it is like that. If you flip a zombie, in this case, I think it was Nemesis,
Mm-hmm.
and then everybody picks card from the middle, and they have to buy characters.
Yeah,
The Resident
I'm
Evil
thinking that's along the
LCG.
lines of a deck building game.
Yeah, I think Resident
Deck
Evil is the
building is
deck
any
building game
game
too.
Evil
that
LCG
during
game,
your
is
turn
that a deck
you
building
are
game?
moving cards from somewhere that isn't in your deck into a place
Is
where it will eventually
you
become
have
part of your
all
deck,
the cards you
and you
need
play
inside a
based on what you
box. But
buy
yeah,
and put into your
it
deck.
is like that.
Like
If you
deck
flip
building games are all about
a
while you're
zombie, in this
playing the
case,
game, you're
I
building the
think it
deck
was
that you want to
Nemesis,
play
and
because
then
it
everybody
capitalized on
picks
the
card from the
idea. The
middle,
person who
and
made
they have to buy
the deck building
characters.
game kind of model was somebody who preferred building
Yeah, I
decks
think
over
Resident Evil is
playing
the
them.
deck building game
Like,
too.
have you ever just like built like a magic deck or whatever, and it ended up being more fun figuring out what strategy and figuring out what cards you wanted to put into the deck than actually playing the deck. That's like the whole idea behind deck building games.
All right. Give me one. I who's speaking? Bros is speaking. That is
Yes, I can
Bros
scream more
speaking.
if you need.
There is somebody else speaking over there. I can't hear him.
I'm not
Uh
speaking.
oh. Keep on nipple, he speak. He
No.
speak the English.
Yeah.
I think it's a background, bros.
What?
I think it's somebody else's backgrounds.
Oh, it might be mine. I have not soundproofed my new home yet.
Hmm?
I don't know. I hear like a TV or something, you know.
Okay.
ATV?
Well,
Hmm.
anyway, um, so in the Resident Evil game, you have a deck in the middle, and you flip a card that is the zombie, and then you buy characters from that deck in the middle,
Hmm.
and you put them. They're going to be the main wave to attack that zombie. So, but I don't see. I mean, you equip um
Okay.
items to the characters, like weapons or an
Hmm.
ammunition, but you don't build a deck from that. I don't know. Somebody else uh, correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, I've never played the game, and if you're just equipping,
Okay.
I'm sorry about all the noise. I'm moving rooms. If you're just equipping things, I don't know. I
Um,
I play
hmm.
like specifically only from this company, so maybe I'm biased specifically on what makes a deck building game. But from what I understand it's just a game in which you do not have a full deck of cards when you start the game, and you are building your deck while you're playing the game.
Okay.
All
I
right.
don't know.
Well, I got
Anyway,
All right. Well,
thanks
thank
for
you for the
having me on the
explanation.
podcast.
that.
Thanks for the explanation, man. I
Uh,
really didn't know what it was.
no, it's all good. You guys really know your stuff.
Okay.
I'm
I
really impressed
need.
about just all the conversation, like just things that probably would have never happened on our podcast. And I'm glad you guys are talking about. Very, very informed, and I
Well, I got
really appreciate the dichotomy between our
one
podcasts.
more
I want
net.
to tune in more. So, what like you guys have a schedule for this thing?
Actually, no. We do it when we got time off.
Yeah, yeah,
To what?
It's gonna be like once a week maybe, but whenever we got
Okay.
time.
I need.
yeah. I feel like we need to start
Yeah.
like
Sorry.
rolling on
I
a
mean.
schedule and just like do it when we got time.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, that was Bros Inc. I will send a
One more net.
link to their podcast to his page so that you guys can hear him yell and scream all that.
Yeah.
Uh, and no, but their podcast is really interesting. It is about TCG,
Yeah.
but
Sorry. I mean.
it is really interesting.
You know, it's more about mucho
Hmm.
lucha than anything.
Oh yeah, yeah. They have teams that goes outside their teams.
You can't stop it. It just,
I mean.
I'm pretty sure everybody in the chat has
We were
ADHD.
on a team and we didn't know the team, so.
That's probably not true.
Well, that was bros for you guys, and you guys are back in schedule next week, right?
Hmm.
Okay, I don't know if he's gone.
I mean.
Yeah, he is.
We were on a team and we didn't know the team. He ran away.
Yeah. Anyway, they are back. Yeah. He leave. They're back on schedule next week. So if you guys want to hear it, next week 9 p.m. I think it is. Sunday. I'm still looking for that Discord um link.
This his Discord link. Yeah.
I am going to send
He
a
ran away.
message to the administrators. They're back on schedule next week, so if you guys want to hear it, next week
Mm.
9 p.m. I think it is. Sunday. I'm still looking for that Discord Anyway,
Okay.
um, okay,
This
back.
convenience store link.
Now, Dragon Ball. When you say Dragon Ball was on that list, it surprised me. You know, Dragon Ball is like a really popular game, and
Yeah.
the mechanics their mechanics are pretty good. You know, I really don't know why Dragon Ball is on that list.
So remember we were talking about it last week. They're running out of source material.
Oh yeah, that's true. You know, it's like right now you're playing
That's
Dragon
like
Ball and you're playing the same cards over and over again. You
yeah,
know,
it's probably the biggest problem he has right now. It's like they're out of like the source material.
and actually that's the main problems I found on any card game that is related to an anime or something like that. You know, it's like
Well, yeah,
the anime
that's
lives as long as the card game lives as long as the anime lives.
remember we were talking about it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the card games that tell the same story the anime is telling you.
Oh, Saturdays. I'm sorry. I say Sundays at 9, it's Saturdays
Yeah, it's
at
probably the
9.
biggest problem he has right now. It's like they're out of like the source material. I'll get to check out Bros on Saturdays, 9 p.m. Eastern.
I guess.
I mean, just to make sure we don't want people from Pacific trying to log in at 9 and the
Ah.
podcast be over and then they try to murder us. Yeah,
um
I mean, yeah, the card games that
yeah,
tell
but
the
but
same story
um
the anime is telling you.
that's for animes, if you create a card game around an anime, I mean people, I mean they create a card game in an anime, it's gonna die eventually.
I'll get to check out. Yeah, that's why the 9 p.m. I forget the name of the card game. Bushi Road. I mean, just to make
Yes.
sure we don't want people from Pacific. Yeah, that's why Bushi Road's the way it is.
Whoa, 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 don't get with my
Is it
baby,
Bushi Road?
okay?
Yeah,
Bushi Road
Bushi Road's
don't do it like that. Bushi Road takes different animes and they create
That's what I'm saying. That's why Bushi Road is the way it is. Like instead of just one anime, multiple expansion of the anime, no, it's like a box set of this anime, and you
yes.
have everything that happened on that anime, and then the next set is another anime, and all that happened on that one, and then you pick your anime, and you're happy what you're playing because you can fight Goku with Hatsune Miku and destroy him, and you do you.
Yeah, actually that's the part I like about Bushi Road, and it's the crossovers. You know, it's like
Yeah, that's why Bushi. I mean, I've only played one Bushi Road match, and it was like with this a starter deck. I think it was what was it? I forgot what it was. I forgot the anime. Anyways, like it was like the first set that came out, the first two sets that came out. I cannot remember which one they were, and I only played on this store that had the card game. It was fun, but it was extremely expensive.
Bushi Road, really? They usually
Yeah.
goes by the same that Magic goes. $5 a pack.
I think it's like I forgot what it was. See, I think it was 79.99 the box.
Oh, the full box.
Yeah, the box. We don't buy packs.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I forgot that you're rich. I'm
Oh yeah, yeah,
I'm a
yeah.
pure little
Yeah, you're
bastard.
forgiven. You're forgiven. I'll slap you with $100 soon. But I'm saying like, what's the point of buying just one pack?
Well, because I want to see the card. It's like
Yeah, but
why would I want to buy a box of Final Fantasy? It's a
I
blank
nobody
card
said
with a
not
character.
Final Fantasy. We're saying nothing about Final Fantasy.
Okay, fine.
I'm just saying like Bushi Road. If you don't like, you're trying to make a deck out of one anime. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna go like I got the Gurren Lagann thing, and I'm buying Attack on Titan, and I'm gonna put Simoon and I'm gonna mix those cards because you can't.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true.
That's what I'm saying. Why would you buy just one pack? I mean, you have to buy the box first, have your deck, and then you
No,
buy the pack.
you buy your deck first, and then you buy packs to add cards to the deck.
Yeah, the $79.99 box. I think it comes with the starter pack with the starter deck.
No,
It's
that's
time to
that's
back to start
expensive.
a deck.
That's too expensive. He was trying to rip
I
you
said it
off.
was expensive.
He
I
was trying
said it
to
was
rip.
expensive.
Nah, he was trying to rip you off.
I didn't buy it, so it doesn't matter. He didn't rip nobody off. But I'm saying like that's like the correct way to do anime TCGs. Because like you just
Yeah.
released like the whole set. There you go. You want to play as Evangelion? Here's you go the whole Evangelion thing. Or you want to play as Cowboy Bebop? You have to wait for the next set. Boom.
All right.
You just pick your anime, get all the cards, and then play with people that are fans of other animes. And the only thing you take away from it is the trading mechanic. Like, unless you really want like one particular card, like if you want that special edition Bikini Asuna, you just go and get it. Yeah, I saw the card. I think it was autographed Asuna foil transparent special edition? Question mark. It was like
Yeah.
probably like $70. I was like,
Um.
okay, oh, yeah, I need that one.
Well.
Finally got this stupid disc.
Well, like I was saying, for me, yeah, it might be that they are running out of source material, but I see the people, the people that are playing are really into it. You know, yeah. For me, entering right now into Dragon Ball, it might be because I want to collect the cards. Because I knew this was gonna happen from the beginning. It has happened with the other two games before. Actually, three. Yeah, actually three. There were three games before this one.
Yeah, but Bushiroad's not gonna die. Like
No,
it's gotta
no,
be really hard.
I know
It's gotta
Bushiroad
be
is
really hard
not.
for it to die. I mean, it's gotta be really hard because all you have to do is like, all right, now you make a Demon Slayer set because Demon Slayer is like the hottest anime right now.
Yeah,
My Hero Academia already has one. So
but
you just
that's what
every
that's
time
what
a
I
good
meant.
anime comes out,
I know
yeah, no, no,
Bushiroad is
that's
not because
Bushiroad's like the way they made it. Like you have to buy the whole set of one thing, and you can only use the one thing. It's like it that's what Keyforge wanted to do in
well,
a
it didn't work
sense.
for Cage Force. Cage Force.
Obviously, it works, but that's what they're trying to do ish. But it didn't work out for them. But Bushiroad is an excellent game. Like I'm waiting for the Dallin and the Franks cards to come up. I think it already came out, but not in English.
Well, I know the Batman one came in English. The
Yeah,
Ronin
I better get it
Batman
on that.
or Samurai Batman or something like that. Ninja Batman or something.
That's
I can
the
remember.
Ninja Batman, Samurai Joker, whatever.
Yeah.
What's
I mean,
that?
I seen some cards from it, and it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, I collect every card. Well, I need three more to have every card from the fairy tales.
Eh, fairy tale.
Hey. I have some
Eh,
from Local Horizon, and I have some from
that's
what's the
right.
other
Me too.
name? What's the other name?
Uh,
Sao, Sword Art Online. So yeah.
also, eh.
Oh, don't get with Asuna, cause
Oh yeah, well you had the special edition Bikini Asuna
no, I don't.
because I'm willing to trade.
I don't.
Oh yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, yeah. Bushiroad aside, yeah, really good card game.
Well,
Um,
actually,
the right
that's the
idea.
problem. They have too many card games. Right now,
Well,
they create a ripoff of Magic the Gathering. It plays the same thing. It plays exactly the same as Magic the Gathering, but it's on Japan.
oh, well, wait, there's Magic in Japan too.
Oh, there is Magic on Japan,
Yeah,
but
Magic the Gathering.
now you got a
They print
ripoff
Japanese
of
cards.
Magic in Japan.
I mean, that's okay because like I'm pretty sure that as long as the card game doesn't go global like Magic, I don't think Wizards gonna really cease and desist.
I don't know. Either way, I don't think. Actually, they have people from Magic, from Wizards of the Coast, working over there.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense then. I mean,
That's why That's why I think the game is so similar.
again, there's so much you can do to reinvent the wheel.
Well, they
So
didn't. They didn't do anything. They just put the same
yeah,
mechanics, and the green works the same, fire works the same, all the colors work the same, and they have even the same type creature, the same creature types. And instead of it's Japan, instead of going with an anime style, no,
they
they
actually did
sh-
Western style.
they choose the Western style. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's actually impressive. The European slash Western style.
No, it's not impressive because now you have a game that is a total ripoff from Magic the Gathering.
Just saying, it's impressive they're trying to be different because most Japanese card games are anime based.
Yeah.
Like it's really like it's trying to be different. Like the only card game I know in Japan that's not a Japanese type is Magic, and Magic has some Japanese cards that look just like anime. So
All right.
yeah, I can see where that's going. But yeah, Way Schwartz, I haven't played. I do have cards, but I haven't played it. Like it's trying to be different. Like the only card game I so I can't talk about that one. That's not a Japanese type is
Okay.
Magic, and Magic has some
I
Japanese cards
am
that look just
at
like
the
anime.
end of the
So
podcast right now. We are at the end. So we
yeah,
are going
I
to
can see where that's
open
going.
the Discord chat.
But
If
yeah,
you guys, if anyone wants to
Way
jump in, say
Schwartz, I haven't
something,
played.
have any question or want to
I do
say
have
something
cards, but
about
I
their
haven't played
game,
it,
you are welcome to do
so I
so.
can't talk about that one.
Um, I don't think there is because we have what two people right now on the watching the podcast.
I think so. Two or three.
So that would be me and you.
Oh, that's somebody else then.
All right.
It might be No, they're gone. So you gotta be on the HTCG community chat,
Yeah, I already opened the chat.
the general chat.
No,
I,
yeah, the one that
think
said
so.
podcast.
Two or three podcast. All right, move all the way down. There we go. Oh, that's somebody else then.
All right.
It might be No, they're gone. The hell is that? Oh, never mind. So you
But
gotta be
anyway,
on the HTCG community chat.
well,
But yeah,
I guess we reached the end. Oh yeah, there's Dark Voider is here.
the general. Yeah, as I told you, Darth Vader was here. He's the real MVP.
All right. Um,
Shout out
well,
to Darth Vader.
yeah, shout outs for sticking up to the
Move
end.
all the way down. There we go. First on the list, last on the list. Shout outs to Darth Vader.
Yep. um. Well, I guess we're reaching the
But yeah,
end. Why is it echoing? Oh, maybe it's because I opened the
yeah, as I told you, Darth Vader was here. He's the
the
real MVP.
all right. How you call
Shout
this
out to Darth
the
Vader.
chat room on the podcast? I mean
When
on the HTCU
first on the
community. I
list,
have two
last on
mics
the
working
list.
now.
Shout outs to Darth Vader.
Let me mute
Um,
mine. Um. Well,
uh,
I guess we're
yeah, you
reaching
opened
the
up
end.
the Discord too soon.
No, that's it. That Discord should be. I mute the one on the Discord. I'm there. I can hear, but they cannot hear me. If they want to hear me, they have to go through the podcast.
I mean, well, we're about to finish it. So.
Yeah, there's nobody over there. So,
Uh,
um, well, I guess that's it for today's. I hope you guys
uh,
enjoy what you were
yeah, you
listening
opened up
to,
the Discord
and
too soon.
I'll see you guys next week. Um,
Are we gonna keep on doing this on Sundays just to keep it
uh,
consistent?
I don't know. Can you Do it on
Well,
Sundays?
we're about to. Not really.
Well, that's what I meant. Nah, we'll just you do we'll do it once a week, and we'll just
So, I mean,
just
we can do it. This week was Sunday.
I'll see you
Next week
guys
it'll be
next week.
Saturday. Then the week after that will be Friday, and then Sunday again. I was like, are we gonna keep on doing this on Sundays?
Okay, then
Just to keep
what
it
we will
consistent.
do
Because that
is
works around my schedule.
okay. So what we will do is
Not really.
next week is Saturday,
Yeah.
and Bros have his podcast on Saturday, so we can go after he finishes podcast.
Yeah. We'll wait till his pod. Like we'll just listen to his podcast, and then we
Yeah,
can go after his.
or well, yeah. So what we will do, we'll do that,
We
and
can
then
just we can just pre-record ours and release it on Sunday, anyways.
yeah, that works too.
Yeah. We just keep ourselves public on the Discord.
Well, anyway, I guess that's it for today's video. We will link our emails on the description below and the HTCU community. We will also link Bros podcast. And if you have any questions, just hit us on the emails and we will make sure to talk about it on the next podcast.
Yes,
So,
sir. Questions, suggestions,
yeah, question, any suggestion, anything you want to say, opinions, whatever. We will have
chat. I
our.
want us to talk about your TCG that you're working on.
Yep.
Just let us know. We'll discuss about it. If
So,
we go ahead.
so, well, that's it for today's video. And
Yes, sir.
I'll see you guys
Questions,
next week.
suggestions.
Wires out.
Waters out. Good night.
Good night.
Chat. Want us to talk about your TCG that you're working on. Just let us know. We'll discuss about it. If we go ahead.